And some people think you can reach across the aisle with the American political right, the extremists, because that's basically all that's left. You can't. Okay, if the huge segment of them don't even see women as human beings. I mean, it's like someone would say, it's like a chicken voting for Colonel Sanders. You just don't. You just don't make nice with them. But anyway, these batshit individuals are going out of their way to try to outdo other states in their blatant hatred for women. And I always, again, I've said it before, I always turn to Andrea Dworkin's Right-Wing Women because it's so accurate about the mindset of these people who think women are just objects to be used. And if a political party or political movement doesn't see women as human, feminists cannot make nice with them because those people want you dead. They really want you dead. And it's time that they wake up and realize you can't do it in this country. So there were actually 21 South Carolina GOP lawmakers who had proposed the death penalty for women who have abortions. I don't know how far it'll get. Abortion is still legal in that state. It says here the South Carolina Prenatal Equal Protection Act. Now, that's not equal protection because women have no rights if they have to submit to a damn fetus. If they have to submit to a pregnancy, it's not equal. They're not of equal value. It's if you humanize a fetus, you've rendered a woman as not human. There's no way around that. It's just batshittery. But anyway, it would amend the state's code of laws redefining person to include a fertilized egg at the point of its conception, a religious concept, affording that zygote equal protection under the homicide laws of the state, up to and including the ultimate punishment, death. The bill was authored by Rob Harris, a registered nurse and member of the Freedom Caucus. It has attracted 21 co-sponsors to date. Two former co-sponsors, Representative Matt Lieber and Representative Kathy Landing, asked to have their names removed as sponsors of the bill. And then, why are you a Republican, Representative Mace? She represents South Carolina in the U.S. House. Took to the floor Friday to call attention to the bill, which she sees as part of a deeply disturbing trend. You think? They've hated women for years. And especially the religious nutters. Multiple Texas lawmakers have floated the idea of executing women who have abortions. In the past, those bills proposed before the Supreme Court overruled Roe v. Wade failed. To see this debate go to the dark places, the dark edges, where it has gone on both sides of the aisle, it hasn't gone on both sides of the aisle, it's only one side of the aisle, has deeply disturbing to me as a woman, as a female legislator, as a mom, and as a victim of rape. I was raped as a teenager at the age of 16, Mace said. This debate ought to be a bipartisan debate where we balance the rights. You can't balance it, dumb shit. The rights of women and balance the right to life. No, because you have to submit to it. That's what you're for. You're to screw and have babies. What don't you get? Even if you were raped, your body's not yours. That's the whole mentality of it. But we aren't having that conversation here in D.C. We aren't having that conversation at home. We aren't having that conversation with fellow state lawmakers. You can't do it. There's no balancing to be done because that zygote lives inside another person's body. It's a parasite. Basically parasitical. And never overrules the rights of a woman. Never, ever. Unless you don't see women as human. That they're just objects to be used by men. And she can't get it. she's so brainwashed with her religion and crap. I'm sure she's religious. She doesn't see it. They're so bent on preserving the traditional family, they don't even see it. Ask about the exceptions for victims of rape, and we know the exceptions are drivel, which Mace raised in her remarks on the floor. Harris told Rolling Stone there are other bills with exceptions, but will do little or nothing to save the lives of preborn children. Well, hey, you're a thing to fuck, and that is your purpose. You're to be fucked, and you're to have babies. That's all you're for. So what difference does it make if a man forces himself on you or not? What's the difference? You're there to be, that's your function. So something has to happen. And the thing that has to happen is you vote every one of these fascists out. You vote them out. This is not acceptable. And somebody ought to pressure Alito and his gang to resign from the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, this may not be law, but these batshit legislators are trying to outdo each other throughout the country. And I don't know what they think. They really think the 50s are going to come back? Do they really think this? Are these men so utterly fucked in the head that with their privilege, that they're willing to just kill women to retain it? I don't know. This thing just upsets the crap out of me. So, it may not be law, but the idea that anybody would propose such insanity is disturbing in and of itself. That's it.